the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from Landover. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. While we have a moment, while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Trey Amos. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
At the 13-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On 2nd down, Hurts. The ball comes out. The Commanders come up with it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. the ground. It's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Finding Terrace Marshall for the completion. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down.
That's Goddard in motion. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A big play there on the scramble. And even 30 yards.
First down, Eagles.
That's Goddard in motion. A 1st down throw for Hurts. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Commanders' 27-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot, then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the 1st down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the 1st down. Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready! Ready! Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Got a man coming across the field, he's got it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
First down.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Cougar 19!
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That's a Another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
10 at the 20-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Get it. Let go.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. Oh, a loose football. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. To the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Eagles.
And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 10-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Daniels. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Turn his TV off, 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 turn his TV off.
Ready, set. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Cowboys, let's go.
Play action. Here's Daniels on the move left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and less than a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
70, come on, come on. Hey. Yep, ready, ready.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go, 60 Eagles, 60.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, Daniels. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one caught at the 4. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
They'll run for it. Wait a minute. A reverse. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over. On downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball out to punt, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. That'll be returnable from the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
Ready, break. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Get it. Go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Taking this one downfield for Hopkinson.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On the jump.
3rd down, they need 5.
Let's go. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it's come out to the 20-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on first down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Hurts again. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. They'll try to run it here, and it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Now Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Daniels now on first down. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Has completed to Douglas. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
Washington
It's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Check, check.
Give left side. Here comes Robinson. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Second and a yard.
Come on, come on. Hit. Cougar 19. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
19. Here we go.
Now Daniels. Flush to his right. He's going to keep, and he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Hurts to the air on first down. Oh, a huge mistake right in the half. It is intercepted. And the Commanders will have great field position right around midfield.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson.
On the ball now. On the ball.
Complete to Brian Robinson. A 7-yard pickup.
We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Ready. 19, 18. Steady.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. One taken in by Douglas. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. Another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
60 boxes.
They'll throw with Daniel. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Now here's second and goal.
Let's go now.
A run. This is Gilliam. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
On the set.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's third down and goal.
Go.
Operating from the gun, and he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. Jalen Carter, he gets into drop him, and it's going to set up fourth and goal. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
A run up the middle with Chubb. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Left side, it's caught by Brown.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
On first down, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended target there. And it'll lead to a second down. Hurts now. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. The throw here is complete. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down.
48-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That Gets 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts again. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
The Commanders take over first down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
On play action, Daniels. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll bring up second down.
Come on. Set.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Out wide, that's Robinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Daniels. A short one taken by Hawkinson. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Commander's first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
On target, got it to McLaurin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle, 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
You took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they...
And he will score! Game 5. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. That his second TD catch of the season. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
On the check.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Okay, great.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Get it.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Flush to his right. Now he'll air one out. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
1st and 10.
That's good for a Washington 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll run with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. Steady.
It's a jet sweep. They go with McLaurin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Washington.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here for Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up.
Ready, ready.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go now. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds up at the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He completes it to Marshall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hurts to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he won't get away. Good opportunity tackle there to get him down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
That one caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's 2nd down. Hurts will try it again. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
Eagles 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Eagles 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down from it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
He'll step up and run, and he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
2 yards on the
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Deputy. Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Jalen Carter gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.